This is Redragon's 19-button MMO behemoth, the Perdition 4. And yes, I said Perdition and not Prediction like some places call it. And what's really interesting, even though the mouse has been in the market for a while, there isn't really a lot of information or reviews available for it online that I could find. So we're gonna check it out.
Let's go!
Unboxing this is just like the others. A simple clean packaging which includes an instruction manual, a sticker, but also this. It looks like a Lego suitcase, but it has a purpose and I will show you guys later. Now, it is a large mouse with a mid-wide ergonomic design, covered with this nice rubber film skin, and it's got this awesome triangular pattern on the right side. Both of these to help provide grip. It has this partial thumb lip on the side, and it has a slight round off angle. But with this design, I can feel the mouse is supporting my hand completely as I'm using it. So this mouse passes my golden rule, which is for any gaming mouse, it is comfortable. And that's a good start.
Nice.
Let's get to the specs. The first thing you see on this mouse is of course the buttons, and this mouse has got 19 of them.
What?
Well, technically 20 if you include the mode button below, where you have 12 buttons on the side, a left and right button, your middle mouse button, your special fire button, a DPI high and low button, and the RGB effects button.
What the fuck?
Now that's a lot. Oh, it doesn't have any physical thumb buttons on the side, which does feel weird at first, but you get used to it. It's a strong build for sure, and one thing I do like is that the buttons, especially the side buttons, they don't actually feel cheap. They feel like premium quality buttons when pressing them. This mouse has got 12,400 DPI using the buttons on the top, and these 4 red bars indicate which DPI level you're using. However, I did check on the software and you can still set up to 5 DPI levels on this mouse instead of just 4. So don't let these fool you. It's got 4 smooth Teflon feet at the bottom, a 1000Hz polling rate, and a 1.8 meter braided cable with a golden plated USB connector. The weight can be adjusted using a 2.4 gram tuning weight to help make the mouse more comfortable to use. And getting back to this, you can place the remaining weights that are not being used in this little case so you don't lose them. It's still so adorable. I still say they got it from Lego. The RGB lighting on this mouse does look good, and I'm happy to see they added the RGB effects on the side buttons as well, therefore matching with the overall style. Now let's take a look at the software.
Here we go.
There are 4 versions of this driver available, and I'm using the latest one, which is in the link in the description below. And the mouse model you're looking for to download the drivers is M901-K-2. Now this is the most modern look menu I've seen so far with Redragon, with all your settings tabs on the left and your adjustments appear on the right. The software options for the mouse include setting up the macro keys, making changes to the DPI levels, the pointer speed, the scroll speed, and the report rate, or else known as the polling rate. You can make changes to the buttons on the front and on the side, and add up to 8 lighting effects on the mouse, including changes to the color, the brightness, and effect speeds. You can save up to 5 different modes on the mouse using the mode button to change the mode depending on what you want to do. Either use the mouse for work or play games or whatever else you set the modes up for. And you can also save your settings as different profiles on the computer for more customizable mode options later. Now for some serious business.
You serious?
The Perdition's price can be found anywhere from 500 Rand to 650 Rand depending where you buy it. That works out somewhere between 27 to 35 US dollars. Now there is a pro version of the Perdition available that you can use either wirelessly or wired using a USB Type-C cable. However, the Pro version is almost double the price than the ordinary wired one. And they both have got the same specs, except the Pro version has got 16,000 DPI compared to 12,400, but in my opinion, that's not really worth the money.
Okay.
Now comes the big question. Is the mouse worth buying?
Time to find out.
Well, to give you my honest opinion, it really depends on what you're going to use it for. See, what makes this kind of mouse great is you can program many functions to use on a mouse rather than on a keyboard. For example,
here we go.
When you play games that requires a lot of key combinations like strategy games or open world games to, let's say, Hogwarts Legacy with all those spell combinations, then instead of wondering which button is the right one for the spell, you can just simply program all the combinations on the mouse. You will cast spells much easier and faster, meaning you will have advantage over the enemy. And that's what makes this mouse fantastic to use, but sadly though, it's also the same reason why you won't buy one. And that is, would you use every single button that it has to offer? If not, then in my honest opinion, the mouse will be pointless to buy.
He's got a point.
But what about fast-paced or competitive games such as Counter-Strike or Fortnite or Call of Duty or Apex Legends? The Perdition can still give you those advantages as mentioned earlier, and it's still awesome. However, most gamers would also like a mouse that is light, so it's faster to move around, turn, and engage the enemy. And when it comes to the weight, the Perdition is on the heavy side. Even removing all the tuning weights, it still weighs at around 150 grams. But remember, an MMO mouse like this is known to be heavier than other gaming mice. So if you already are using a heavy mouse and you just decide to go for this one, then the weight is not really then a problem. The only thing I wish that Redragon should have done, guys, was to create a bit of space between the side buttons as well as make the side buttons a bit bigger, because the times that I have used the mouse and I wanted to use the side buttons, my thumb ended up pressing 2 or more of the side buttons at the same time instead of intending to just press 1. In overall though, I still think it is a good mouse. I am happy on how it performed. It is comfortable, it is affordable, it's easy to set up, and it's good to know some of the details mentioned before buying, especially this kind of mouse. After all, it is a review. And if you want to see another video like this, you know exactly what to do, and that is to press the like button. Also subscribe to the channel if you haven't subscribed yet. After all, it's for free. And I will see you all in the next one. Take care.